Hi guys, me again with another video. This is sent in to me from Joanne. It's two stories. One about Animal Communicator, which I've never heard of before Joanne's message to me, and I looked it up and I was really shocked. I never actually heard of them. Animal communicators are people that can communicate with animals, because you don't, like I don't know, but there we are. So it was new to me, and there we are, quite a shock, to be honest. A second story, I'll leave you wait to see it. It's a story about the A75 and a few other things around that, but I'll let you watch it and you can decide. And thank you for all the messages of support for this series so far. As I said before, we're just experimenting, trying different things. We're not giving up on videos, we're just trying different things to keep the channel active and build it up. Thanks. Right, this is Joanne's story, and in her own words. Hi there, I love your channel and content, subscribed years ago, this is really nice. A wee story for you, from Dumfries and Galloway in southwest Scotland. My neighbour told me a few years ago she knew a lady who had a horse who was not behaving normally. It was off its food, listless. The vet had examined him and done blood tests and everything, and nothing was found to be wrong with the animal. Another friend of the horse lady suggested an animal communicator. The horse lady was so desperate for answers she agreed, despite being a total skeptic. Now, the animal communicator, will shorten it to AC, just to make it easier to narrate. The AC was booked and came to meet with the horse. What the horse told the AC was horrifying. It said the dog, I told the cat, and the cat told me what the dog said, that the people who look after the children are not nice to them. The AC relayed this to the horse lady, who later asked the children about the minders, and it came out they were verbally abusive to both of them. The minders were sacked. I don't know if charges were sought, but the children were safe. Seems to me that the horse lady, if she had not booked the AC, the horse may have died. It was so stressed out by what had been said to him by the cats that it caused his various illnesses and stuff, like he would eat and everything. The story is the most amazing animal tale I have ever heard, proving that there is interspecies communication. It still blows me away. Many thanks, Joanne. Now this is another story by Joanne, and it's about the A75, a spooky connection of Kinmount straight to Dublin Island. The A75 in Dumfries and Galloway is the most haunted road in Scotland. This story starts way back in 1991 when I was on a summer holiday in Dublin Island, where we stayed with close family friends. I ended up on Montpelier Hill, looking at what I thought was a castle ruin. It turned out to be the Hellfire Club. A friend had taken me up to see it. I had some very strong feelings and emotions about the ruin. I felt like prey. I decided not to enter or go any closer to it, and we walked back down the hill. My nan later explained the history of the place. Satanic practices with elite novelist members from the time, including Mary Shelley, who wrote Frankenstein, and Oscar Wilde, a famous poet and Irish playwright. Fast forward to a few years ago on a woman's group walk with the amazing Ranger Duncan, who explained about the Kinmount estate and its inhabitants back in the 18th and 19th centuries. One of the sons of the owner, who died at a young age, is buried on a family burial ground on a small hill called Gooley Hill, was Oscar Wilde's boyfriend. There are several sculptured monuments, including a tall Celtic cross. She then goes on to say, okay, I'm sorry, but I do not believe in coincidences. Far too much information links up here. The guy is involved with the Satanist, the Oscar Wilde, who is Irish, hence the Celtic cross on his grave, I would bet. Wilde must have visited the estate from Ireland and maybe partook of some dark practices on the estate grounds with his boyfriend, and opened up some kind of portal activating the entities, and as such seen on the high road A75 by many people to this day. She says, Google A75 Scotland, there are many videos. I have messaged our local, mostly ghostly investigators to inform them of my suspicions based on the above factors I have mentioned. They were not aware of the connection of Kinmount to Oscar Wilde or the Hellfire Club and are very grateful for the information. I feel I am halfway to solving the mystery of the strangers on the A75. I must admit I was very pleased and relieved, as it had puzzled me greatly since we moved here in 2004 and heard about the ghostly activity, etc. on the strait. Through a series of personal experiences, information reports spanning decades, I have managed to connect some of the dots. These are all true facts. Joe. So what do you think then, guys? I'd never actually heard of an animal communicator before this video, so it's all new to me. I looked it up and quite shocked. I mean, I've seen things on TV like with dog whisperers and horse whisperers, stuff like that, but this is a totally different, ballgame altogether. And I ask that you please remain respectful to these stories and other stories that I'm sharing and videos to the people who are sharing them, because obviously means something to them, and just because it may not fit in with your view on how things are doesn't mean that it's not real. So please keep that in mind. I will not put up with people being disrespectful, because it takes a lot for a person to share this story. You can't just, some stories are very personal to people, and it takes a lot for them to do that, and then you've got people then who try and ridicule them, and it's not nice, and I won't put up with it. So just to let you know, I put up enough of that with myself over me sharing stuff, so I'm not going to do it for people. I'm going to protect the people who I'm grateful enough that they're sharing stuff with me, and I really appreciate it, and I've got stacks still to share with you. It's like opening a Pandora's box. Once I put the first idea out, my first video, the cat video, which is really short and rubbish really, it's all piles of stuff have come into me. It's really nice. Anyway, I'll not stop rabbiting on. Until next time, stay safe, guys. See you soon.